is wicked outside. My gusting of 30 to 40 miles an hour, wind chill 20 below, single digits actual temperature. We're running both the fireplace and the furnace today. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, December 22nd. Winter is here. We've still got a little bit of snow on the ground, just in spots. And we're headed in for a really major storm this weekend. So we've been getting everything ready. We've got the front porch closed in with these lattice panels and plastic. I have to finish this so that I can get an actual storm door put in here. I'm gonna just take you around and show you what we've gotten done. Pipes are frozen on the outside of the house, so I'm using this little torch right here to melt the pipes a little bit, heat them up so we can melt the water so we can actually use it. We have to fill up the animals' water today because 4 o'clock is when the snow arrives. We were supposed to be getting rain and then flash freeze and then snow on top of that. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting the rain, so super thankful for that. We've gotten the chicken coop covered up a whole bunch, so I'll show you a little bit about that. Right now I'm going to try to not burn the house down.
I hope that's thought out enough.
Oh, I'll be fine, sweetie. Starting to drip. Always makes me nervous to do that because that's putting fire right up next to extremely old and dry wood siding. But I'm keeping it about that far away from the actual wood siding, so it should be okay. So 2 weeks ago today, my husband had back surgery, spinal fusion. He's still recovering from that, but it did go well. It was so needed. So it's been pretty much the kids and I doing, getting the house ready for the blizzard coming. So we've got the chicken coop wrapped up in 6mm plastic. The run and the back side of the coop, we left the east side uncovered, but the west side there, right there, is all wrapped up tight. So the north and the east side is open still. We're supposed to be getting wind gusts of 50 miles an hour. Really hoping our barn stays standing. Hi, Blossom. Mac is getting grain, and he's down to about 2/3 of a bottle now. Once a day. We give him some calf manna. I know you can't see that real well, but just a little bit goes a long ways. advantages of free ranging the chickens is that they clean up after the cows after they spill their grain everywhere. The chickens will eat it, which is not going to waste. It makes eggs and meat, so it's not going to waste. But it also means if I set the baby's feed out, they will eat the baby's feed before the babies can get to it. Hey! Yeah, but she's acting like something hurts. Hey! So this is all.
That would make sense if there was swelling that went inside, but
Yeah.
then her udder fills up, so now it's pressing.
I mean, you know what it's like. If you bump your soft part of your body and then you have to, and somebody brushes up against it, it hurts.
Yeah.
So we're talking about, you know, learning different quirks about our cow. A cow that never lifts her leg at us. It's the sweetest cow in the world. And yes, Tank, we hear you. And then she lifts her leg and she's restless. Those are clues that we use to know that there's something wrong. He came running up to me. It was cute because he kind of jumped up in the air and was trotting towards me.
Oh, I mean, he's starting to learn the drill.
Yep, which this is a good drill for him to learn. Have you checked waters today?
No, you need to do that. No, I brought the hose out to the faucet.
I got the faucet running. Blossom is drinking a lot, so.
Molly! Molly!
Here. See if you can hear it. It only does it sometimes.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not a problem. I mean,
And I just looked.
oh, I hear it.
Yep, it's right there where it hooked
Yep,
right there.
it's because it's trying to arc to you, actually. All right,
I have rubber.
I'm gonna turn it off. If you can kind of twist it onto itself so that it doesn't have any space, because we're losing energy.
All right.
Um,
Well, Mom,
Mhm.
I can see where the spark's happening.
mm-hmm.
It's happening right here, right there, not up here.
I-
It's happening right there.
Okay, so take the piece that's sticking out and try to wrap it over itself so that it's got more than just a tiny spot for it to, okay, it's unplugged.
Yeah, it's created like a divot.
Yeah, and that's a weak point and it may actually break. Dozer, you don't need to be getting into her face.
I'm not mad at him.
No, 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 of course not.
It's have to
Just
be the body language.
cleaning your space.
Yep. I don't worry
Not you
much
too,
about
mister.
Potato.
Hey, go on.
We can see if that works, maybe? Well, no, there's space right there. That's the thing. What if we...
No, it's connected in 2 points now.
Okay, yeah. You think that'll work?
Yep, that should work just fine.
All right.
Let me turn it on, but you stand up and
Yeah, get away from it because that one's hot.
yeah, it will be very hot. But also claim your space.
Yeah. Oh, my wire's almost broken through.
Okay, no, I don't like you doing that, Potato.
It's just... You're funny. You're like your mama.
All right, let me get you the tester, but don't be kneeling down in tanks coming up. Yep. You look like your mother.
He does.
This is Daisy's baby.
Yes.
Horns and all.
Yep.
Horns come from his father.
Yeah.
By the way, that scar on Daisy, that's not a scar, that's what's known as a scur.
Skur, yeah, and Molly has them, I think, right?
Molly was born horned, so we had to remove her horns.
So the skur.
The scur can happen with a homozygous polled. It's like they're not really attached to the skull, but they are kind of growing, and cattle don't get away from horns very easily.
That's true. I like her stuff while I do this.
Hey,
My Tinky Winkers.
Tank, you stay back. Oh,
9.0.
9.0.
9.0. Yep.
Okay.
Don't think we're losing anything.
Nope.
I
Okay.
think we're gonna be okay.
Tinky Winkers.
And we're not worried about this fencing over here because
'cause it's
this
all-
isn't connected.
He's so tentative. Like I easily scared him. That's hilarious. But I think that was him. No. Is it?
Yeah, that's him. He's talking to Ethan. Ethan's coming out.
Aww.
Hey, Tank is calling to you. He
Yeah.
literally was quiet until he saw you.
Yeah, he saw you and he was mooing to you, Ethan. Who's that, Tinky Winkers? Who's that, Tinky
The fence is
Winkers?
still running at about a 9.
Do you hear that?
You guys done milking?
Yeah, we're all
Here.
done.
Aww.
Got the issue.
Oh, he's so excited. So happy.
They've been throwing that door all the way down on the ground and then
I
having
had
to step on
stand
it.
all the way up. He's like, excuse me.
Okay, so we've got this tied down. And yeah, you can see the cat there. Hi, Sunshine. Hi, kitty. So this is what we've got for our coop. This covered run area is facing east and a little bit southeast. So then we've got it totally covered over on the west side and on the north side. Well, and definitely the south side for sure. So it's, you know, kind of dark in here. But this is going to be where we'll keep the chickens feed and water and food and stuff so that they'll be safe through the blizzard. So this is our front porch now. I've been working on it all day. Well, all afternoon anyway.
No, you can go in.
It's now, I want to say about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We've gotten the storm door done. Almost done. It's hooked up. It is very redneck, but you know what? With a blizzard, it doesn't matter. What matters?
Can't be perfect. We don't have time for perfect.
Right, we really don't.
It's 4:50.
4:50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Storm is expected around 6 o'clock.
Inside is done. Now we just have to do this side, this corner part, and wrap it around that way just a wee bit. And finish off this side. Hey, take it easy, babe. Stay in the upright position.
You can't
I'm just
drive. We
excited
won't take you to the
because
hospital
Just
if you die.
flipped out on me.
this
If you die, we
door,
won't take you to the hospital.
this door is going to make it so that we can keep using the steps with the railing and everything, so that my husband, when he needs to go to doctor's appointments, can make it down the steps.
Hey, can I drill a couple into the floor right
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Because there's nothing under here to
Yep.
keep it.
Just Lori, ball up all that extra and just
Yeah,
make
roll
it
it.
really tight. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a neat roll. Just, you know, ball it up tight so that you're going through, 20 layers of plastic and pull it tight. But I mean, like, pull it down so that you're pulling it down.
That's what
Okay,
I'm doing. I'm
perfect.
like pulling it. There are just wrinkles in those places.
That's all right.
But it's tight.
I always wanted like a 3 Seasons porch, but this is a little bit more redneck than I would have liked. That door was a pain to put on because there was no door frame there, so I had to build one, and it was, just kind of using whatever scrap wood I have available, and, I couldn't find a good tape measure. I couldn't find a good drill. We were trying to use a circular saw to cut pieces, but the blade is dull, and so it was just burning the wood instead of cutting it. The Sawzall has a crooked blade on it, and then the table saw works fine, but I really don't like using it. Plus, it's not set up right for going through 2x4s. But I think I anyway ended up using the handsaw right there more than anything else. The girls both just jumped right in. Okay, so next stop, or next frame, next video, the storm starts. We got to put some of these tools away and some of this other stuff away, and then move the van out of the way of the tree in case the tree comes down.
Because this drill
Yeah,
won't let it.
okay, here we go.
It's not.
Blizzard is here. Friday morning, we got this all covered in, and as a result, not as much snow coming in. Still have some right here by the door, but it is wicked outside. My gusting of 30 to 40 miles an hour, wind chill 20 below, single digits actual temperature. We're running both the fireplace and the furnace today. Got a bottle to give baby Mac. Gotta go get the milking done, and Blossom hasn't been feeling real well. She's been a little bit kicky, so I've made up a concoction for her to help her. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this off because I can't carry everything plus a camera. The weather is really, really bad out here. Everything is frozen. It's just not very nice. You see out there, it's just, this is facing east, and it's just blown in. There's snow everywhere, and this is from the east. Lori is out cutting through ice. Let's get to our chores. I've got hot water. Yeah, cows are not enjoying this.
Mac has a little layer of snow on his back. Good.
Blossom!
Do you have the bucket in? Please do not do anything. Oh, I see what you're doing. I see it. Yep, I see it.
Blossom!
Come here, sweetie. Huh? Come on, sweetie.
Come on, Mama!
Come on, Mama. Blossom. Come on, Mama. Here. Here's the Mama.
Blossom!
Come on, sweetie. We should probably, after we wash each teat, is dry them, like wash, dry it immediately. Thank you, that's perfect.
Do the rest of them.
Yep, you feel free. We'll get started.
And then,
Hang on. I'm hooked up to her belt for whatever reason. I don't know how, but I'm hooked.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, honey.
Plays with the bottle more than he actually.
I know. That's why we know he's ready for a weaning.
I'm so sorry, Mama.
I'm so sorry for you. All right,
I'm
you
not
wanna be on this side?
famous and I want to figure it
Turn that
out.
vacuum pump off.
Oh wait,
It's
no,
all garbage
this
out.
side.
Gaze upon the sky, Christmas on my mind, somewhere from a place up high above. There's a song of
Around there
love
with the gap.
traveling afar, seeking us to warm up every heart, to be our light into the night. Bless us with a moment of surrender.
morning, everybody. Made it through the storm. Very thankful for this door. Yeah, this door behind me was such a huge blessing during the storm. So how did we do with the storm? Well, we lost 2 chickens, and out of 70, that's not bad. One we lost because he was pecked at too much. You know, and that's something that we just have to deal with. The other one was a little bantam hen. She decided to roost in the tree instead of going into the coop at night, and she froze to death. So, you know, it's tough. But other than that, the chickens are doing great. We've got 40 degrees now. Temperatures are supposed to get up to almost 50 today or tomorrow. And the chickens for right now are looking very happy, free ranging a little bit. Getting into whatever they can. Okay. We have Baby Mac completely off the bottle now. And Blossom is doing super well. Thursday morning, about a week ago, she was acting just not quite right. And believe it or not, it was actually the beginnings of milk fever. So we gave her some CMPK. A few hours later, she perked right back up and was doing great. And, you know, all I can say on that is know your animals. And they're all in a hurry to get into the barn because they see me coming. There's Baby Mac back there. And he's doing so good. They need hay too, so I'll have to ask Ethan to put some more hay out. We bought extra hay, we bought extra grain this last week to get us through, and really glad we did. This past weekend was rough in many respects. Hi, sweetie. Pooh Bear. He's our resident tomcat. He's not a tame guy, but he doesn't mind being pet a little bit. Hi, big boy. All right. Oh my God. Well, so much for staying dry, right? It's one thing if you fall on your rear when it's really super cold out because you don't really get wet. The snow's so dry, but it's 40 something. Snow is melting, wet. Yep, and my rear feels a little wet now. Hi, Blossom. She's my sweetie. And she's definitely my girl. Hi, Blossom. I just love you so much, don't I, baby? Yeah, she knows I love her. You're my baby, aren't you? Yes, you are. So, winter time, for a lot of homesteaders, is the time to start planning what their spring and summer is going to look like, and the same is true for me. Working on planning out what my garden's going to look like because I really want to focus on the garden this year. We made the decision we're not going to do pigs again. They're just way too expensive for feeding, and we don't have a lot of land here, so everything has to be, you know, feed. So it's just really tough.
pretty Blossom.
Do you see how nicely she ran up there like that? So in the really severe cold, we did not milk Blossom at night. Timing was awkward because it also happened to be when she was peaking her production. But we felt like it was the best choice for her and for us. She was stressed with the cold. She was struggling with milk fever. If you know anything about milk fever, you know that that's because their bodies are just struggling with nutrition issues and producing so much milk. Not every Jersey cow will have milk fever. Daisy does, Blossom does. So since she started getting milk fever right about the time of the blizzard, we knew it was okay to not milk her that night because it would be less stressful on her body. You know, you need to know your own cow. What's good for her is not necessarily what's good for Daisy. For Daisy, milk fever or not, we would have to milk her because she produces too much milk. But for her, not quite so much. She's my girl. I love her. I love her personality. And I love it that she loves me too. For whatever reason, she's kind of chosen me as her person, and I love that. Right, Blossom? She managed to get out of the barn last week before the storm arrived, and I was all by myself milking in the evening. Had a migraine, but you know, you do what you have to do, migraine or not. And she managed to get out. It was dark out, so she went to the other side of this wall here. Kind of poked around, and I called her, and she knew what I was doing, so she kind of looked at me and kind of throw her head, and no, I don't want to go in. Eventually I got a hold of her halter and pulled her in, and she kind of threw her head up. All right, fine, I'm going. And you know, I just love her personality. She's so funny. For the most part, all of the cows did really well. We just made sure that they had water and they had food. But you know, it was interesting. The cows did not enjoy that weather any more than we did. So the day of the blizzard, Friday, which was really bad, they didn't eat. They didn't go out for food. We ended up giving them hay in one of the stalls, and they ate that. But they didn't go out really for a drink, except unless we were there. And then they only ate whatever hay we gave them in the stall. They didn't want to be out in that weather, so, you know, that kind of played into the whole decision of not milking her at night. She didn't want to get up. She was nestled in with the other cows, using their body heat to stay warm. So she didn't really want to get up, go out here to the stanchion, which was covered in snow and ice, freeze, while I milked a gallon from her. So just doing what was best for her, it worked out. We learned some things about the surge milker. The milker does not like cold weather. The pulsator doesn't work very well in the cold weather. So if you're using a surge milker, bring out a rice pack, hot rice pack, and set it on top of your pulsator to help it stay warm, and then it'll work. Okay, I'm gonna go milk or filter the milk, get that out for my herd share clients. Until then, send me some pictures of how your farm did with the major storm of 2022, and send me some comments about what some of your dreams are for your homestead this coming spring and summer, and even what your long-range goals are and what you're doing this year to get there. Sometimes it's just baby steps. Send me a like if you don't mind. I'd appreciate that very much. And subscribe, and just keep me posted on how things are going for all of you. I'm hoping for the best for you all. Happy farming.